Hello, look what I've got. It's an Abrams main battle tank M1A2, Tusk1 and 2 armour. It's a Meng kit. I've done a Meng kit before, they're quite good. The box has a nice piece of box art on the top of it there, tells you a little bit of what's in there. Doesn't actually tell you how many parts though. I've looked all over the place, can't find out how many parts. No doubt I will as put it together. On the side gives you a colour chart, the colours that you might need, and of course I like this on Facebook and Twitter and so on. Same bit of box art on the side, and a little information about the real tank, and a bit of information about the kit. Still doesn't tell you on there how many parts, which is a bit odd. And it's part of a Tyrannosaurus series. I've got a couple of these Tyrannosaurus series, one of them being an armoured personnel carrier. We'll get to that soon. Box over there. Got a painting diagram, which is basically desert sand. I guess these are mainly used in Iraq. Tells you where all the decals go, the paint colours, and different paint brands on the back there to cross-reference your paints. If you don't like one particular brand, you can always buy another. Set of instructions. The Meng instructions that I used last time were really quite easy to follow. The sprue count is on the back, and it tells you about all the sprues on there. It seems to be not that many, to be fair. And let's have a look on the inside of that. As I say, they're fairly easy to follow, and they give you fairly precise methods of putting the things together. It's that's quite good, that. All the way through. How many pages have we got? 23 pages, and then to the sprues on the back, and it looks fairly easy to put together. Now, by the looks of that, where it says B, C and D, there are different types, which I've found with the Meng models in the past. There we go. Okay, right at the top there, A for the Tusk2 and B, C and D for the Tusk1. I shall be building the A model, which is the Tusk2, and that will be going on the back of an Oshkosh M1070. So that's the instructions. Apparently you can win a prize from 2001. Most of it's in Japanese. We'll sort that out as we go along. Oh, there's a bit of English. We'll sort that out. 2 little sprues, 2 little frames of photo etch, and the decals on the inside there. 2 little sprues of glass, clear parts. I've got a bulletproof glass around the gunner's hatches, and night vision, the night vision sections as well. What we've got here is the sprues on these are stapled at the top, which is a bit odd. They don't seal them by machine. Let's cut this one open and see what's in there. I'm going to turn it that way, won't it? What's inside it, and all looks nice and clean. I have little pieces on the inside of the turret, so they're not wasting any space, and all the holes are filled in. Doesn't look to be any flash on it. Looks nice and clean. Lots of moulding pins on the inside there. I'm sure you can see those on the video. Personally, I cut all those off, because if they interfere with anything fitting together, you've got the devil's own job once you put the glue on. So I cut them all off and sand them down. I don't suppose it's absolutely necessary. What I also do is these aren't too bad on the Meng kits. You can see where it says B on there, but what I tend to do is on the bag that each sprue comes out of, write the sprue name on it, and it's much easier to see, especially when you've got eyes like mine that are getting on a bit. I'm back in there so it doesn't get lost or damaged. That's obviously the gun turret and the top of the hull. As I said, it all looks quite nice. Lots of little parts in there. Looking at it, I'd say about 600 parts. Maybe a little bit less. Bits of the armour, the side armour, the reactive armour as they call it. Yeah, lots of stuff coming out of there, isn't there? The lower hull is formed in one piece. That looks quite neat. And the silicon fillers there to put on the wheels so that the wheels will turn. You put those between the wheel and the axle. And a sprue full of wheels and bits of suspension. Apparently not only do the tracks move and the wheels turn on this kit, but the suspension works. And these pieces here, I would guess, are the tug bar suspension. I would imagine you glue this end into the hull, but not this end, and that arm there will twist the plastic just a little bit. You don't want to do it too often because the fatigue would eventually break it, I would imagine. And 3 or 4 sprues full of tracks. I've built the Meng tracks before and they fit together really well, but they can be very, very fiddly. I'll just cut that up and have a look at it. I don't need to mark the sprue with the tracks on. It's a completely different colour to everything else, so you'd find it hard to get it mixed up with anything else. Put one of those out. Yeah, some very, very delicate bits. These bits here go across, these bits go across that bit there and then lock into the rest of the track, and I've not seen those bits before, so I'll work it out, no doubt. These are the pads, the rubber pads for the roads that set on the road as it's going along. Very, very fiddly, but hey, that's why you buy them, isn't it? If they were easy, you'd mow. That is about all that there's in there. I say all that's in there, it's quite a lot really, isn't it? So I'll put the hull back in. Hull back in there. All the bits. And we'll get started on that as soon as. Looking forward to the build. Thanks very much for watching. Any questions? Any comments, please leave them in the box below, and it would be great if you would like and subscribe. Thanks again. Ta-da!